And we're
Hey,
live.
and we're live. Hey,
So, the reason we're here is obviously is sisters ain't on, but sisters don't gotta be on for us to be here. I was having a conversation with this lovely man with these glasses on yesterday, and he thought that we should turn it into a video. As y'all know, we both are disabled. Even though I don't like using that word because it makes it seem like you broke like an elevator or something. But anyway, um, we want to talk about the challenges of dating while disabled. Like, it's a lot that comes with us. A whole lot of stuff comes with dating someone in a wheelchair. In a wheelchair specifically. No shade to people that's on walkers and crutches and all that stuff. But we're specifically focusing on people that are in chairs because we both in chairs, so we can speak to that a little bit more. The thing with me personally is that I have physical limitations. Now I have more physical limitations than him because I'm half metal, half human at this point in my life. So when it comes to men, it's like it's hard to get people to understand what we go through. And it's hard for us to really date because we don't know if they're dating us because they love us. We don't know if they're dating us because they feel sorry for us. We don't know if they're dating us because, well, we get a check. And and even though we get a little bit of money, that don't mean nothing to a lot of people. Money is money, no matter how big or little it is. Money is money to a lot of people. So part of the reason why we, we get into relationships and sit our butts down somewhere is because, we never know how somebody gonna feel about dating one of us. We gotta worry about so much stuff that other people don't have to worry about. Like people always trying to tell us, oh, you should do this, you should be doing that, you should yada yada, not understanding that we have to do things in an unconventional fashion. We can't have sex every day. We can't be with the people we love all the time. That's not the
okay.
way
Can
it
I
works.
talk? Can I speak after you get?
Yeah, you
Are
ain't
you?
gotta
Are
have
you?
permission
Are
to.
you? Are you done with your statement? Because I want to get some things out.
I mean, you could talk now.
No, I want to get some things out. Go ahead, finish. Because I really just want to get some things out.
I'm gonna just say one more thing. That's what makes me so upset is everybody
For
always
people, thumbs up the live, my good
tell
people.
us
Thumbs
what
up
we
the live
should be
and
doing,
share the video out because
but they
that
come
helps
from a
the
they come
algorithm.
from a able-bodied person perspective. Oh, you should be getting this. You should be getting that. So it's like they don't understand that we have to do things unconventionally. But I'm gonna let my base speak now, and then I'm gonna jump back in. Like,
Okay, so with I'm a disabled man. Hey, Nisi, I think that's your name. Hey, how are you doing? Thumbs up the live, thumbs it up, cause it helps me stay in the algorithm. I need y'all to thumbs up my lives. I need y'all to always like the video, continue to like the video. Yes, cause I'm giving the great content, even though I got this on my head. But look, I'm going to bed after this, so yeah, ain't nobody about to take all this stuff down. Anyway, anywho, um, I want to say this. Me, I'm speaking from. Jasmine. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Which Jasmine is going to speak from the woman perspective. I'm going to speak from the male's perspective. So, but I want to say this. I get so sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, you don't have a lot of options." Okay, I understand all that. And people think just because you don't have a lot of options, three people thumbs up the lot. People think just because you don't have a lot of options that you're supposed to settle for any motherfucking thing. You're supposed to just do anything with anybody, and it's not the case. It's not the case. And I'm gonna tell you why. And yes, I'm moving my hands. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna put my hands on my thing. To know who I am, to know who I am. Are you a troll? Because if you are, get the fuck out. Because you just, I don't know. Let me know. If you're not, I apologize. But back to what I was saying about this whole, oh, we're supposed to settle down. We're supposed to, oh, let me open up the second window while I'm talking. We're supposed to be settling for anything. I don't agree with that. Not only do I not agree with that, it's too many diseases out here to be doing that. You get what I'm saying? It's like you playing with your life at this point. Can they still hear me? You playing with your life at this point. That's how I feel. Like,
And this is why all the stigma that comes with us dating, this is exactly why I got into a relationship and I said, it's down to it. Because
it's not.
I ain't got
It,
time for the bull job. I don't know what you got going on, but I ain't got time for everybody people in their bullshit. Like, if you gonna love me, love me. If you ain't, leave me alone. Simple as
I
that.
agree. I agree. I agree with that. But and it's so like for example, I give you an example. Everybody, including my brother, thinks he like it's your turn to have a kid. No, the fuck is not. Everybody, this is just for me. Everybody doesn't just because you can reproduce. I'm going to I'm going to catch that when I get home. But I wanted to say hi. Hi.
All right.
But okay, you can catch the playback. Um, but like I said, like everybody, like for me as a male, it makes me look like I'm the bad person because everybody's like, oh, you don't have a lot of options. and they are expecting you to just settle for anything. I'm not willing to settle for anything. I'm just not. Call me bougie, call me whatever you want. I'm not.
We have we get told a lot of things that able-bodied people don't have to get told.
Right.
We
Because
we
it's like everybody is always like I'm gonna let y'all in my personal business a little bit. Just because you can reproduce doesn't mean you should. I say that all the time. I say that all the time. I say that all the time. Let me highlight this for a minute. I say this all the time. And everybody look at me like I'm crazy when I say just because just because you can reproduce don't mean you should. And I'm serious about it because like I told Jasmine, I said if I don't have a kid by the time I'm 30, snip snip. That's it. Because I truly believe if I'm gonna have a child, it's going to be now. And it would be right now. I'm not having no kids in my 40s. I'm not having no kids in my 50s. Get into that. I got nieces and nephews. And not to mention that your kids, they don't have to respect you. And one day I really got upset with my staff because he was like, your kid is gonna love you. Your kid is gonna love you. That's not necessarily always the case. And you know, I have a fear about having children. As you can see, I'm in a wheelchair. So, with me being in a wheelchair, if I was to have a kid and my kid came out like me, that would really bother me. And you know why? Because I struggle to get transportation. If y'all haven't watched any of my videos,
this is my thing. While he going, I'm gonna talk about this. Being a parent in the disabled world is different than being an able-bodied parent because a lot of things you can't do with your kids because you're disabled, and kids don't understand. Young kids can't process why daddy can't do this or why daddy can't go here or why, a lot of those things. And a lot of times we think in regular people absolutes, and it doesn't work that way with us. And it's like we're not able bodied, so we can't think like able bodied people. That's why I hate when people like we just like everybody else because we really not like everybody else. we are not afforded the same things as everybody else. So, and it's just, you know, it's difficult to be an active parent when you're in a wheelchair. It just is. And I know people, a lot of people in a wheelchair don't want to hear that, but it's difficult to be an active parent when you're in a wheelchair. It just is. Your kids and the level of respect they would have for you as a parent, sometimes they don't have because, well, you're disabled. So it's like if your kid is not disabled and you're disabled, your kid's gonna look at you like they're not gonna look at you like typical mommy, daddy. Especially when you try to discipline them. They're gonna look at you like, how can you discipline me and you handicapped? Like, especially when you're dealing with boys. Now, girls may be a little different, but a male with testosterone is gonna look at his handicapped daddy and be like, you trying to whoop me and you can't even walk. And it's like those type of things are hurtful because, like I said, a lot of kids who have parents that are disabled don't feel like they gotta listen to them because they feel like they can't be harmed by their parents. Like he can't do nothing to me. He's in a wheelchair. What he gonna do to me? And I've seen people go through this. Now it's different when, say, the person got shot or got a spinal cord injury or whatever. That's different because they're a little bit more able-bodied and they can move around a little bit more. But a person that's physically limited, like me and him, that's difficult because we was born like this, and it's like it's hard to have that respect because we never took steps, and then it's like we trying to be a parent, but at the same time trying to get our transportation together, trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to make sure we can be around our kids as much as possible. Now, I'm not opposed to people when we're just having kids. Just know what it comes with. And, you know, just know what that comes with. The level of respect is not gonna be there, especially if you have a boy. And it's just not gonna be a good thing. Now, it's easier for a boy to understand that somebody shot my daddy and that's why he in a wheelchair. It's easier for a boy to understand that. It's easier for a girl to understand that. But it's hard for kids to understand that my daddy was born like that or my mama was born like that. Like kids don't understand it. Kids don't process that. You know, we get looks from kids all the time. And it's like it's different when it's your own kid looking at you like that. We get stares from kids and all that kind of thing. And I just feel like being like this is hard enough without anything extra on your plate. I just firmly believe that. And I know a lot of people in wheelchairs don't want to hear stuff like that. They don't like that, whatever the case may be. Um, he's talking about when he get 30, if he doesn't have a kid, he's gonna get a vasectomy or whatever. But this is what I say: you have a kid, good luck, because what comes with that is it's gonna be a challenge for you emotionally, mentally, and of course physically. Like I said, it'd be different if w- we weren't physically limited like we are. And I think a lot of people in wheelchairs got to be realistic about their physical limitations. You can't do everything you see everybody doing. Those people walk, so it's a different ball game with them. You can't just because you see your brother or your sister or your cousin or whoever ha- have children doesn't mean that that's gonna be the same success story for you. You know, it's different when you can physically chase your kids with a belt instead of pressing a button in a wheelchair. It's different. It's different. It's a different um level of respect with everybody versus disabled. And that's what I understand and know more than anything. Um but this whole dating situation, it makes me happy that I'm with the person I'm with. Because, like I said earlier in the video, I don't have time to wonder if somebody really loves me or whatever. I don't have time for that. I'm too old for that. Don't have time for that. So I'm glad that I'm with the person that I'm with, and I don't have to worry about dating because that's just I don't have the energy for that. I don't need that kind of stress in my life. That's why I went and got me a man and sat down, like I said earlier in the video. And I'll do that decision again because I don't have time for that. Because I don't chase being normal. And a lot of people in wheelchairs do this. Because they see people that's walking doing stuff and they like, oh, I want that, I want that. No, I'm realistic about the fact that I am in a wheelchair. I'm not gonna be able to do what everybody doing. And I understand that. And it's like I ain't chasing it and I ain't never chased it. I understand I understand that I'm handicapped and I accept that. And we get told we supposed to settle because we in these wheelchairs. But realistically, I look at it like this. If you disabled and you dealing with an able-bodied person, if they want to cheat, they're gonna. If they want to be with somebody else, they're going to. Because in their eyes, you can't really stop them. You're in a wheelchair. I seen this on Maury just recently. This guy was married to this woman. Able-bodied man was married to this woman, and he was using her disability check to go out with other women. He was cheating on his wife because, what did you expect? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you expect to happen? And she like, oh, if I find out he cheating, I'm beating him up. Man, look, you know what you got into when you chose to date that able-bodied man, and let alone marry him. You know what comes with this game. And she was all upset that he was cheating on her. And I'm looking at her like, well, what did you expect that man? If people and we, if anybody's capable of doing anything, so a a regular body couple can get cheated on and all this kind of stuff. So you think that he not gonna cheat on you and you in a wheelchair? Able bodied men cheat on able bodied women every day, B. So you think you not gonna get cheated on because you in a wheelchair? No, the chances of that happening to you is higher because you're disabled. And I'm not trying to bash nobody disabled. What I'm saying, people that's disabled got to be realistic about their life. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. Like, you can't say, oh, don't cheat on me, don't do that. You're in a wheelchair and you're dealing with an able bodied person. You can't stop them from doing nothing they want to do. It's nothing you can do. You're powerless in that situation. Now, you could say, I'm not going to put up with it, and you could leave that person. That's about all you could do. You know, what able bodied people are going to do what they want to do. You know, that's just the way that is. And us being in a wheelchair, you know, we gotta understand that. We gotta understand that the chances of us getting used by somebody is higher than most. You know, we gotta understand it. We know people gonna play with us because we're disabled. We know that we ain't fools. At least I'm not. You know, because we gotta do things differently. You know what I mean? We gotta do things differently. We gotta do things differently, bro. Like, so we know, or at least I know, what comes with this game. That's why I'm happy that I'm dating who I'm dating and I'm calling it a day. Cause I don't have time for this stuff. I got better things to do. And if y'all want to be out there chasing it, trying to date all these people and trying to do all this stuff, hey man, good luck. Have at it. But that ain't me. I got my one person and I'm good with that for the rest of the time. Like, that's why I don't talk about what ifs and what I would look like with this guy and that guy over there. Because I already got a person, so I ain't got to think about that. I don't think about that. Maybe he does, but I don't have time to think about that. My focus is him and only him. So I don't really care about what ifs, and what things might look like and all that. I don't care about none of that. And it's like I said, I ain't never chased being normal. I've always accepted the fact that I'm in a wheelchair. I never really wanted to specifically date anybody that was anybody. If they were, they were. But I wasn't chasing that. And a lot of people, in particularly males in wheelchairs, chase that. And if they get their heart broken because they chasing that, hey, hey, man, you know what you know what comes with this. So if somebody that's not disabled breaks your heart and leaves you, you know that's a part of this game. That's what happens. It might not be the part of the game that people like, but it's part of the game. So you can't be all emotional talking about, oh, my girl left me, dude, you in a wheelchair. You know what time it is. And like I said, the chances of an able-bodied person leaving a disabled person is higher than most. Now, if you want to be delusional and not accept that, that's on you. You know, That's why I don't worry about dating. Like I said, I'm glad I got the person I got, and I just leave it alone. Like I don't, because I don't have time to cater nobody or fit nobody into my life and explain and tell people how this works and how to be with someone in which I don't have time for that. Like that's not my job. And if you don't like what comes with dating someone disabled, don't do it. Don't do it at all. Just leave it alone. But I don't have time to massage you and teach you how to do this. That's not my job. That's not what I was put on earth to do. So that's why I don't chase that. I don't chase that at all. I don't chase it at all because I ain't got time to be getting my heart broken because some dude that's not in a wheelchair don't understand how to love me. I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have no kind of time for that. And I'm not gonna make time for that because that's nonsense. Because I know how this game go. I'm in a wheelchair. So tread lightly. All you niggas that's in wheelchairs, tread lightly. Be careful going after what another able-bodied person have because that experience may not end well for you. You know that may not end well for you, and I don't even try it because, like I said, I understand in itself the fact that I'm in a wheelchair. I'm realistic about that. I'm real realistic about that. And like dating is not even something that I really chase for real. So it's just one of them things. It's one of them things, you know. And that's why I love who I love, and I leave it at that. Um, like that's what it is with me. I don't know where Bay at, but I don't know where my Bay is. But I don't know where Bay is. I don't know. Guys, I don't know what's going on with Bay, so I'm gonna end the live right here because I don't want all this dead air. Um, we're gonna holler at y'all in the next
I am so sorry, y'all. I thought Brittany was gonna stay in here and talk to y'all. I'm so sorry. I dated a disabled guy. He was me. Well, um, but yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna say this. With me being disabled, I'm not gonna make the same mistakes my parents did. That's just not gonna happen. Period. Point. Motherfucking blank. So what? Okay. Let me call Brittany. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'm thirsty. Okay, I'm back. So it was a budget. Okay. Um, okay. Well. What I'm gonna do is when it uploads, I'm gonna delete it.